Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Oliver Green, and I am coming to you today with what I think is a first for the Diz. As you can see, I am staying here at the Polynesian Village Resort in one of the concierge level rooms. And yeah, I'm going to come to you today with a vlog, but more specifically, an Ohana's vlog. So we very recently learned, but apparently they've been doing it for a while, that you can actually get the yummy, yummy food at Ohana's delivered directly to the room. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for you today. I'm gonna sample it and see if it's just as good as when it's in the restaurant. So I'm excited. The fact that they're now going to bring me huge quantities of food and I don't even have to leave the room. I'm upset at myself for not knowing this sooner. Okay, so we have just had a knock on the door and we have had a delivery from room service. There is a huge amount of food here. So let's start unveiling some of it and we'll see what's what. So I can see first of all that they brought the bread service that they have normally, and of course the salad along with the nice butter. Let's see what's under that plate there. Fantastic, so that's what you'd normally expect as well, the noodles. It's very nicely plated, that's what I'll say. When they serve it to you in the restaurant, it's family style, so they just put it in the middle of the table and you help yourself. And as good as it tastes, it never looks that good when you're slapping it on your own plate, but when they've done it this way, the chef has actually very nicely plated it up for you. So not only does it smell absolutely amazing, it looks incredibly appetizing. So I can't hold off too much longer. I'm going to jump straight in here and I'll get back to you and let you know just how it is. Okay, so it may not look like it, but I am very quickly approaching the halfway point. I'm not too much sure how much more I can fit in. I always manage to find a way though, so I'm sure a good amount of this will still disappear. A few things I forgot to mention before. They do bring you the pog juice, which is I know is a staple of the Ohana restaurant there. So I'm very happy that I've got this. I've actually got it on tap, luckily enough, in the concierge room. But if you order it if you order this service in one of the other rooms, it's good to know that they will actually bring you that pog juice along with your meal. So the food, it's not bad. I do have a few critiques though. I must say the flavours are there. It's almost identical to the restaurant. It certainly looks nicer on the plate than the restaurant. But a few of my meats were on the colder side. And that's one of the things I really was worried about. In the restaurant, they bring it directly from the grill on the skewers and they will serve it to you on the plate. So although it doesn't have the same aesthetic value as you get when you order it in the room where they've already plated it up for you, it is hot, you know, it's directly from the grill. So I don't know, I'm going to keep going and I'll see how I feel at the end. Well, I am feeling incredibly stuffed. That was a huge amount of food. But I got through it and I nearly polished it all off completely, but I didn't. I restrained because you can't have an Ohana's meal without having that beautiful bread pudding. So let's do the big reveal. And that is terrible. Let me spin it around there for you so you can see what's going on. There we are. So this is the Ohana pudding. It feels like it's actually held its heat from the bottom of the plate. They must heat the plates there, which is more than can be said than for the meat. So I'm going to dig into this and I'll let you know just how it is in just a moment. Okay, so I am a few bites into the bread pudding here and I've got to say it is outstanding. I don't know what it is, whether it tastes better if you let the bread sit there and let the flavours like marinate a bit more. This is better than it tastes in the restaurant to me. I don't know whether I've just got a really good piece here or what, but I am scared I'm going to be able to finish this as well. It tastes that good. So yeah, as always, the bread pudding from Ohana's is spot on, but for some strange reason, it tastes even better if you're eating it in your own room. Okay, all done with my Ohana room service experience, and I've got to say, I've got really mixed feelings about the whole thing because it is good. The flavors are there with the food. It tastes exactly the same as if you were to get it in the restaurant. You know, you still get all your chickens, your steaks, your shrimps, as well as your noodles and everything else. That's all there, and it tastes identical. But for me, I found that And I was worried about this. They really couldn't maintain that temperature. So a few of the meats that I ate just didn't hold their temperature as well as you'd probably hope they would. So I wouldn't say it's exactly the same. Now, one thing I definitely can't complain about is the portion size. The portion sizes, they are huge. So they will give you more than enough food. So that's definitely something you don't need to worry about. It's hard to say what was lacking, and I think I figured it out. Eating in your room, it just doesn't have the same appeal. You're missing out on the environment, you're missing out on the music, that server that comes to you, it's just not the same. This wasn't a cheap experience, you know, this with the service included, because they do with room service include the 18% gratuity. It came to around about $50 per head, so it's certainly not a cheap experience at all. And I would just say it's not on par with dining in the restaurant, because you do miss out on that atmosphere that's around you. So I would say it's a good alternative if for some reason you definitely couldn't get a reservation for Ohana's, but in all honesty, go for the reservation first, because although it's good, it's just not the same.